And I asked Chris one time, you know, he was a senior and things weren't going well. And I didn't do this to too many guys, but I said, you know, if you could, just out of curiosity, if you're comfortable with your line mates, you know, if you could play with anybody in the club, who'd you like to play with? And without blinking, I said, oh, that's easy, Travis Roy. Travis was in a wheelchair. They were best buddies, and you know, Chris was always concerned about what Travis was doing.
Had his fate been different, Travis Roy's first Beanpot would have been in February of '96 when his friend Chris Drury captured the MVP, but he still managed to make an impact on the Beanpot without ever playing in it. In one of the most touching moments in Beanpot history, Travis was on the ice with his fellow classmates in '98 celebrating a 4th consecutive Beanpot title for BU. These days, Travis is doing what he can to help others cope. Just over 10 years since that unforgettably tragic night at Walter Brown Arena.
Please join me in welcoming Travis Roy.
Thanks a lot. I like to talk about the sort of the star athlete, sort of Travis Roy, and I talk about sort of the values and who that person was and how he got to a high level of hockey, and then it all relates right back to my accident and sort of being stuck at the bottom, figuring out what are we going to do with my life. Team doctor came out, and eventually he came up to my side. I was laying face down. My breath was literally melting a little puddle in the ice. I could see out of the corner of the eye this red and white BU hockey glove come moving towards my face. And I realized it was my glove, and it was on my hand, yet I couldn't feel it. I couldn't move it. The doctor was moving it. And it was at that point that I realized that I was paralyzed. The reaction is much the people that work with the patients, the nurses, the physical therapists, the occupational therapists, the doctors. They love seeing people that suffered a traumatic injury like myself that is out and doing things and living and living a pretty productive life. Hello, how are you?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? You having a good day today?
To have someone like him come here, it's really great. Some of the folks that we're dealing with have a really positive attitude and are really working hard towards their goals. And then you've got others that are just dealing with a lot of things. And someone like Travis can come in and really share his story and show how important it is to have that positive attitude and work towards those goals. It means a lot.
There we go. Nice to meet you. I talk to all sorts of different audiences, from professionals to young students, and I don't think it matters what the age is. I always like to take a minute and stop and ask, what are your goals? You see, I don't believe there's any other way to stay motivated over a period of time other than by setting goals. Before and after my accident, I set goals early on in junior high, and I had my hockey goals, my academic goals, and I chipped away at them, and I lived out my dream. I had a dream to play Division I hockey, and they got me to that point, and I've got my goals now that are, you know, some are day-to-day, some simple goals that a lot of people don't even think of as goals, as far as I love good food, and I love being around family and friends, and I try to make sure that at least, you know, once in my day that I've either talked to a friend or a family member or had something good to eat, and usually that means I had a pretty good day. And that's just, you know, pretty simple, but those are the things that I've found that I still enjoy.